Now what? What should I do? Fear, anxiety, panic. Hi, this is Govita back again with yet another vlog of mine. This time I'm going to speak about acclimatization. Well. While we go to Ladakh, while we plan a visit to Ladakh, we always get anxious with the acclimatization part. Today I'm going to speak about that particular thing. How do we acclimatize ourselves? What is acclimatization all about? Well, there are two different terms, acute mountain sickness and altitude sickness. Those are two different terms, but we often mingle these two. But they have their own characteristics. Actually, acute mountain sickness is the initial stage of altitude sickness. Now, what is acute mountain sickness? How do you get to know about it? What is acute mountain sickness? So the oxygen level decreases because of low air pressure, and so our body struggles to fight with the situation with the less availability of oxygen, and in the process some symptoms develop. It indicates us that our body is trying to cope up with the scarcity of oxygen, and we need to learn that thing. We need to know beforehand that what are the symptoms that actually indicates an alarming position, that I need to take care of the situation. I need not be panicked, but I need to be alert. Acute mountain sickness is actually dealing with the less availability of oxygen, which generally happens when we are 8,000 feet and above into the Himalaya, and that gives signals to the body that our body is not getting sufficient oxygen, and we need to address that. Now, how do you understand those alarming signals? Well, when I traveled to Ladakh, when I visited Ladakh years back in 2013, first time, my son got affected by this particular thing. He had to face AIDS. Now, I had that experience, that what actually happens. One, I saw my son getting dizzy, fatigue, nausea, headache. Then lips gets dry. I saw him, his lips was getting dry and little bit bluish. His nails were actually getting pale and a little tint of blue, and he was constantly sleeping. So I need not worry about that. These are very normal when you are traveling to a region which is above 8,000 feet. So need not panic. Now, how to overcome this phase? The key rule is don't panic. No. Don't panic. When you are above 11,000 feet, the sea level, it's a normal process that you may get fatigue, you may face nausea or a little bit of headache. So you need not panic, but yes, you need to be alert. No panic, but you need to be alert. That is the key rule when you are going to a high altitude mountain. Take the person in a well-ventilated room. Make him feel at ease. Let it not be congested with more people, because more the people, more the anxious level rises of the affected person. So make him feel at ease. Make him feel that everything is under control. Third point, if possible, make him or her sip garlic soup. That's very good. That works wonder. And if you are not being able to give the person garlic soup, give birds of garlic soup. Tell him or her to keep it inside the mouth because garlic is a very good, extremely good thinner. And fourth point is butter tea or namkeen tea, or what the Ladakhi say, gurgur chai. That is a local term they use. That is gurgur chai, and that is very important. It's actually butter tea or namkeen tea, and that is also extremely good for getting your body acclimatized, for making the oxygen scarcity come to a normal position. So you can even opt for butter tea or namkeen tea or gurgur chai, whatever. Fifth point. Well, if your fingers and your feet gets numb, if you feel like numbness in your fingers or in your feet, just dip all the fingers and your feet into lukewarm water. Then after some time, take those out of that bowl or whatever, and dab it to dry, and follow it with warm socks in your feet. That works very nice. Sixth one, do not sleep much. Take rest, but do not sleep. The best way to acclimatize your body is to sit in open garden area, soak in the sunlight, have little water in regular interval, and just keep yourself calm and at ease. But too much of sleeping is not recommended. Seventh point, restrict yourself from alcohol, cigars, and spicy food. Do not lean into spicy food while you are in high altitude places or places like Ladakh, Spiti, because your body must not struggle to digest something spicy or something which is not accepted well by the body at that very particular altitude. Okay. Well, regarding medicine, there are medicine to be taken if not your condition is very acute, or like my son was being given by the doctor over there in Leh, Derifylin. That's a very good medicine which my son took, and the condition arises, it's recommended that just you go to the Leh hospital, which is open all the day and night, and you check your oxygen level over there. If required, the doctor will give you the required medicine. One most important thing is that while reaching Ladakh the first day, even during the entire tour, don't exert yourself. Always keep yourself at ease. Always make your body feel at ease. Don't exert yourself. Don't do exercises, running, not at all. And in the first day, it's strictly a no affair. Don't do all those things. Just be calm, quiet. Fall in love with Ladakh enormous times, because wherever you will see lots of good landscapes and good vistas. So be calm, just romanticize with Ladakh, but don't exert yourself too much. That is very important. Well, I'm almost done with the Ladakh acclimatization process. But yet another thing, the person who is having high blood pressure or having asthma or stuffs like that must consult his or her family physician, regular doctor before going to Ladakh. That is recommended. Have I ever faced acute mountain sickness? Well, if not acute, but yes, I also faced. I had been to Ladakh 6 times, and the 7th time will be followed soon. Yes, I too felt a little bit of sickness, like headache, little bit of nausea. These are very normal, very natural, but I had to address it in proper way. And one more important thing I would like to mention: while you go to Leh, make yourself sure, especially during the nights and after the sunsets and during the morning, that keep your forehead guarded with a woolen cap, because the cold air, the chilled air actually first strikes off your head, and then your headache starts. So I will request you to wear a woolen cap while you land to Leh, or while you are outside your hotel during the nights, or in the evenings, or during the sunsets, or in the morning. That's very important.